Hey guys, it's Kitten, and I decided to do a little video where I tell you how I do my tarot card ritual. And it's a very intensive ritual, so I hope that you enjoy this. And what I have are these two fake candles, my salt lamp, that's very important, and my Basset statue, and my crystals, and a little bowl of other spiritual things that I find very important. One of the very first things I do when I do any kind of oracle card or tarot card ritual is that I purify the crystals I'm going to use. And the way I do that is I take each crystal and rub them against my salt lamp. And for those of you that do not know, salt is very purifying. And this ritual kind of lasts for a little bit because I do it until I feel that the crystal is pure enough. And as I'm doing this, I say little phrases, charge this crystal with pure energy, pure intentions, good intentions, all that stuff. For the first spread, I am going to use the oracle card deck that I have, and I also purify the decks I use on the salt lamp. Same process. For those of you that don't know the difference between oracle cards and tarot cards are very much about telling you what's in the future, informing you and guiding you into that, and very much about prediction. Oracle cards are more about the moment and what you probably need to hear right now, or the general encouragement that you need to hear. All in all, oracle cards are usually never negative, and that's one of the reasons why I like them so much. One of the very first things when I get a deck out of their box is I knock twice on the top of the deck and once on the bottom. This is knocking on the spiritual door, asking to come in and ask for answers. Then I take each crystal that I had just purified and rub it on the top and the bottom of the deck. As I'm doing this, I say very specific things like, please fill these cards with answers, good intentions. Give me the answers I need to hear, not what I want to hear. And then I ask the universe and anything and everything that loves and cares for me to give me the energy to put in these cards so I get the answers I need, not what I want to get. That part specifically is important because it pretty much specifies all good energies around you and no bad energy. And this process takes about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Now for the fun part. Most tarot card readers don't do this, but I find a very good enjoyment with it. I like to spread the cards out on the floor and just do what I'm doing in the video. It's really fun, honestly. It's very soothing. And as I'm doing this, I also again say little phrases like, give me the answers I need to hear, not what I want to hear. This is the moment when I really focus on the spread I'm doing. I really think about the spread I'm gonna do, and I really focus on is it gonna be 3 cards or 10? This one was 3 messages in general for the new year, so I really focused on that while I was shuffling the cards. This is probably the most lengthy things to do with a card spread. Usually I take about 10 minutes because I shuffle until I feel like I have all the cards on top of the deck that I need. It takes a while. When I feel like it's the right time to stop shuffling, I then take the cards out from the top of the deck and put them face down on the floor in the spread that I'm doing. And these oracle cards are based on goddesses through the cultures. There's a lot of Egyptian goddesses, there's a lot of Roman goddesses, a lot of Greek goddesses, Celtic goddesses, there's Indian goddesses, Hindu goddesses, and many other goddesses that I'm not exactly sure on the origin that they're from. The first card in this spread is Hathor. The next one is Demira, and the last one is Lakashini. I can never pronounce a lot of these names. Then I have decided to start doing this with a lot of my spreads. I am going to take the card from the top of the deck and the card from the bottom of the deck. Why I'm doing this is the top of the deck represents your conscious mind, and the bottom of the deck represents your subconscious mind. So these are messages in your mind that you probably, one of them you know about, and the other one is more deep in your subconscious and you think about less. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Message from Hathor. You have a maternal side to you that naturally cares for those in need, yet this must be balanced with reciprocity or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of feminine energy, and it means allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. If you feel guilty when asking others for help, or if you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you block your feminine energy. Your reciprocity is just as natural as your nurturing, giving energy. Reciprocity allows you to better hear the voices of the angels. When you receive, you have more resources to give to others. Begin by noticing the hundreds of gifts you receive each day. Whether it's seeing beauty in nature, witnessing a touching human moment, or being hugged by a loved one, simply say thank you for each gift and know that you're filling up your storehouse, keeping the divine flow going strong. Various meanings of this card. Be still and listen. Release guilt about receiving. Ask for help. Increase psychic awareness. Know that you're in a learning cycle. Healing is occurring. Be more in your feminine energy. Child, conception, pregnancy, or birth, including adoption or favorable custody arrangements, are issues in your life. Demira, guiding children. You are good at helping, consoling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Message from Demira. One can be a gentle and fierce protector simultaneously. My vigilant focus on keeping harmony within households stems from my desire for children to maintain their youthful awe and sense of wonder. How else will we ensure that they'll speak and see with the fairies? How else will we foster the continuation of children's healing laughter? Join with me in guiding the children, and you'll see your own imagination sparked by these amazing young beings. Your own enthusiasm and youthful spirit attaches to the children's respect and attention. I'll lead you toward young people who can benefit from your help. Various meanings of this card. Spend time with or have a heart-to-heart talk with your own children. Get into a career involved with helping kids. Volunteer with young people. Know that children will be coming into your life soon. You will be a parent. Take care of your own inner child through play and laughter. Lakshmi. Bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Message from Lakshmi. This is a kind universe and everyone within it is working in your favor. There is no tests, blocks, or obstacles in your way, except your own projection of fear into your future. Take a moment and hush your mind, quieting it from worries and fears. Feel me brush your brow with a new energy of faith, hope, and optimism. These energies fuel your exciting present time as well as all future moments. Why would you wish darkness upon yourself when light shines all around you? Step into this brightness by lightening your thoughts and feelings. You must stop worrying as this anxiety squelches the goodness that seeks to find you. Clear your heart of fear and replace these energies with ones that serve you and your family instead. Refuse to think of anything except your bright today and tomorrow, and I promise you that it shall be so. The various meanings of this card. You and your loved ones will be protected and provided for. Let go of any bag-laden fears about your future. Hold positive thoughts and intentions. Know that you'll always have your needs met now and in the future. Don't worry about money, but instead visualize abundance. Sooooo, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as lakes, rivers, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. Message from sooooo. Water's curative effects are well known and well documented. Since the human body is composed almost entirely of water, this makes sense. Water can wash away sadness, pain, and the ill effects of suffering. Engage in purification rituals involving water more often and you'll experience an uplifting in your spirit and outlook. Water's magical properties are amplified when you infuse it with pure prayers and intentions. Whether you soak in a sea salt bath or bathe in a freshwater spring, you're sure to see the difference that water will make. Various meanings of this card: go for a meditative walk near water, take a vacation near the ocean, move to a home situated closer to a body of water, swim, take a sea salt bath to detox your energies and physical body, drink more water. Basset, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Message from Basset. Like the cat, you're fiercely independent, yet you also need affection and playful companions. Now is the time to balance your social interactions with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinion, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities, so ensure that these characteristics are nurtured. Various meanings of this card: spend time alone, give yourself permission to play, ask for your needs to be met, make your own decisions, work with cats, pay attention to your pet feline, or get a new cat. A lot of these messages I do relate to. The only one I have trouble kind of relating to is Celis. I don't particularly see how that's relevant, though I secretly know my sister's trying to get pregnant, so that could be like a prediction of, like, you know, kids. So yeah. I do need to involve myself more in water. I do need to really focus on my independence. I really am very, very independent, and I kind of ignore that. I really do like the Lakshmi card, where it's just like, chill out, bitch, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about shit. And Hathor was just kind of something I needed to hear, and also I'm sorry I kind of bumped the mic. Now with the tarot card spread, that is more of a process and more intensive, so I decided to light a pine and sage candle. Pine is naturally very purifying, it's just very purifying, and so is sage. Sage is known as a very purifying plant. For the tarot card spread, I usually do a 3-card spread as well, but since it was the new year, I had decided to do a more intensive spread that was meant for the new year starting, that did an overview of 2018. I kept on switching between 2 different kinds of spreads, and I decided to go with this one. Also, the deck I am using for this one is a goddess deck. With the tarot cards, I do exactly what I did with the oracle cards. I knock on the cards, I purify them, I shuffle them the same exact way. There's nothing really different that I do with the tarot cards. The only difference between the oracle cards and the tarot cards is the amount of time that it takes to do everything. It takes a bit longer to do things with the tarot cards, not only because there's more cards, but it is more of an intensive process because it is a form of divination. So it's not just about like an idea or guidance. This is about predicting the future and telling you what to do and what not to do. Shuffling the tarot cards is definitely a lot more fun because there's a lot more cards. And again, as I shuffle and arrange the cards, I specifically think about the spread I'm doing. And just so you know, there is a different meaning when a card is reversed and when it's not. The first card position is you and your vision for the new year. And the card I got is number 11, Justice. Justice deals with the idea of karma and the law of cause and effect, stating that all events and all people are connected. This card evokes the need for fairness, balance, and harmony. Operate in a balanced and reasonable fashion as you can. This includes how you think about and treat yourself. Don't blame yourself unnecessarily. So pretty much, don't blame myself and just be very balanced and fair and try to be very balanced and fair. Yeah, it seems, In the second position is baggage to leave behind. And the card I got was number 14, Temperance reversed. As in the upright meaning, reverse temperance is a card about balance in relationships of all kinds. Friendships, family, romantic partnerships, and work partnerships. Friendships, family, romantic partnerships, and work partnerships all need your particular attention and nourishment when you see this card. In reversal, we are encouraged even more strongly to experiment in various areas in our lives. You may have to try several approaches to things before you'll find what is truly right for you. You may have been receiving and possibly ignoring some constructive criticism which actually could be quite helpful to you. Look at your deeper personal issues and see if or how these are standing in your way, and if they are, how to work through them and integrate them. The idea now is to do what it takes to find balance in yourself, in your relationships, and with your goals. If you need help do this, ask for it. So pretty much what I get from this is I was really lacking balance in the last year of 2017, and I should really just get my shit together is what this is saying, and really just find balance in yourself and your relationships in life. Pretty much what this card is saying. In position 3, it is wisdom from the old year to carry forward. And the card I got is the Three of Wands reversed. When the reverse Three of Wands appears, things in general are very likely to be going much better than you expect in the near future. You may finally get a well-deserved rest or break from your hard work. Allow yourself this time to recharge. The reverse Three of Wands can refer to a wish coming true in a positive way. Think carefully about what it is that you really wish for and why. You are likely to find yourself with sudden understanding coming to you about yourself and other people and about the world. Generally, you can trust this new knowledge. Small steps are okay, needed for momentum for success. So, pretty much what I'm getting from that is that I should really not only take time to have things to myself, but also really focus on the things that I really, really want. And it's also okay to do small things to really rev up the success. So that really kind of relates to the things that are happening right now, so yeah. In the 4th position is a resolution to make and stick to. And the card I got was the Six of Swords. When the Six of Swords appears, this is a great time for travel of any sort. It can also indicate metaphorical movement, a change in where you are inwardly. Usually this is a change for the better. Whether the context is internal or external, think about where you want to be. Take this time to get your head above water and decide where you're going from here. Even a short break or change of scenery will be helpful. This doesn't have to cost money. So, pretty much either actually travel, actually get out of this house, or travel emotionally and internally and mind-wise, I guess. In the 5th position is future challenges and how to deal with them. In this position, I got the Fool reversed. Even when reversed, the Fool is an indicator of newness, as well as the purity and open-hearted energy of a child. This is generally considered a positive card, with a message that it's important to take time to be sure that you are looking where you're going. In reversal, the Fool can show that there is a need for a new beginning, but there is some hesitancy about making it happen. In general, this card would indicate new beginnings that have some deeper spiritual meaning. And in reversal, it can mean that you have some level of resistance toward this new beginning. Sometimes in this context, it can mean that the fresh start is coming whether you like it or not. If reversed, the Fool may signify being immature or behaving inappropriately, making bad choices through rash decisions, or avoiding risk and becoming stuck in routine due to apathy. So, fuck. This one definitely hits home because I am kind of resisting a lot of new beginning stuff, and I'm just like, I don't wanna do things. So fuck. In the 6th position is Hidden Blessings Coming to You, and the card I got was 10 of Cups reversed. The reversed 10 of Cups is another card full of joy and promise. This card points to happiness in general, but also carries the warning not to overlook the happiness already in your life, and a quest for some elusive perfect future. Live for today, even with the implications that you may be overlooking some important cause for happiness, which is right under your nose. This is still a good card to see regardless of the question. One thing I want to point out that I will point out later in this spread is the positions of the cards and the cards that are next to them really do matter. Specifically, the order the cards are in but particularly if you have a card and what card is followed after that, those cards are important. It's not particularly about like the card before it, if that makes sense. So pretty much what I wanted to bring attention to is the Fool is then followed by the Ten of Cups. And one of the things that is important to note here is that they are technically complete opposites, because the Fool is about new beginnings, fresh starts, and stuff like that, and the Ten of Cups is about like a happy ending. So what I'm particularly getting from this order is that the future challenges that I'm gonna have, like all the tough shit I'm gonna have, will eventually have a happy ending to it, which is really reassuring in my opinion. So that's one of the things that I like to do lately, is I try to look at the combinations of the cards, because when I was first starting out, I would just focus on like the card itself and what position it's in, and I wouldn't relate it to any of the other cards in the spread. So I've been trying to do that, because that's part of tarot that's really complicated and has a lot of knowledge behind it, but it's kind of difficult to like know about, because there's so many combinations with each card, so it's a bit difficult to relate all of them and actually remember all of it. In the 7th position is how to foster healthier, loving relationships. And the card I got was the Five of Swords reversed. When the Five of Swords reversed appears, you may be having an urge to prove that you are right about something or someone, and this could be a serious waste of your time and energy. If you're right, and it doesn't matter if people believe you, generally speaking. Put your energy into more productive efforts. In general, it can indicate power struggles and conflicts. As they say, pick your battles. Not everything is worth fighting for or about. Consider your priorities and the things that matter most to you. Be as pleasant to others as you can muster. So, what I get from that card, in particular in that position, is that I really need to not only watch what I say, but if I'm fighting with someone, it's really honestly just a stupid fight, I have to make a note to myself that even if it bothers me, it's not worth fighting over. And it's not worth a relationship to fight over. And I wouldn't want to jeopardize a relationship if I fight over fucking where are we gonna go eat? That's so stupid. So that's pretty much saying be nice and don't be a bitch on purpose, or just to be a bitch, yeah, on purpose. In the 8th position is who you will become by the end of the year. And the card I got was the Ace of Swords reversed. The reversed Ace of Swords, though generally a positive card, warns that you must be very careful with your thinking. When it appears, it is easy to feel that something is positive when it in fact is not. Seek outside input. In general, the reversed Ace of Swords indicates that you need to be careful about illusions. It's very easy to trust people who are untrustworthy. It's very easy to think that just this once, a get-rich-quick scheme may actually work. Okay, this whole bottom row of 3 cards really stuck out to me because it's Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, and then you're gonna find out the next card is Five of Wands. So it's 5, Ace, 5. That's definitely a very special order of cards because it's 5, 1, 5. It's very symmetrical, I think. So I knew that had a special meaning. Plus, the Ace of Swords position doesn't make much sense in the position it's in. So I tried to look for a combination between the sword, Five of Swords and Ace of Swords, and what I got was if the Five of Swords is followed by the Ace of Swords, it means defeating underhandedness, triumph over troublemakers, or someone who discredited you. So that makes a little more sense of what's going to happen. So pretty much how I get this is that something is going to happen, and it's going to be like someone being an asshole, and by the end of the year I'm going to I guess in quotes win, but also I think also this Ace of Swords is warning me that this is going to happen. But the order of the cards also indicates that you're gonna win. So the Ace of Swords definitely is like, don't trust everyone. Like, really think about what you're doing and the people you're gonna talk to. But you're also gonna win. This whole 3-card row on the bottom is very confusing a little bit, and this is where I would really appreciate tarot card friends to help me out with this meaning shit. So, love. Please talk to me, tarot card friends that don't exist yet. In the 9th and final position is how to make the most of the new year. And the card I got was the 5 of Wands reversed. The reversed 5 of Wands can indicate open conflict and competition. Usually this is in the career work area. Know that you don't have to and should not face this alone should problems arise at work. There are component advisors at your disposal should things become difficult. Take one step at a time and think before you act or speak. As with the upright 5 of Wands, you have a real need to believe in and trust yourself now. If something or someone doesn't pass the smell test to you now, trust your instincts. However, no matter what happens, be hesitant to escalate conflict or take irrevocable steps. Don't be hasty, no matter how angry you get. Okay. Again, this also indicates that there's gonna be some kind of conflict or something's going to happen. And also about like the whole trusting people is back. And then I'm really getting the feeling that I'm probably gonna encounter people this year, or a person that's probably new that I've never met before. I'm gonna encounter them, I'm gonna think they're great and shit, and then maybe something will happen, but I have to really remember that I have to trust my instincts and really think about trusting people. But also, again, the whole combination of the cards indicates that I will come out on top, but it's really confusing. This whole this whole bottom row is just like, shit, what's gonna happen? like I honestly don't know, because yeah, this also could be like, there was a slight indication of the whole YouTube thing. So I could, for the whole YouTube monetizing my channel by February 20th, that could be in the spot for this, and that does make sense if I put it in the position of these cards, like put the meaning of it with these cards. Like, this is a problem, it stresses me out, it's a conflict, it's also indicating like I trusted YouTube, but they turn out to be untrustworthy. But it also indicates that I will come out on top by the end of the year. And like I said, this whole like bottom row is really confusing. And then the card I got for my conscience is the Page of Swords reversed. In general, the reverse Page of Swords tells you that you simply can't plan for everything. Unexpected occurrences are part of life, and you shouldn't beat yourself up because of them. Work through any problems that crop up one step at a time. Yep, that's something I know. Yeah, that whole YouTube thing was very not planned, so it was very unexpected, and this definitely is like reassuring me, like, work through it, it's gonna be okay, one step at a time. And for the subconscious card I got was 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles can be a card about holding on things, people, money, or situations longer than is healthier or realistic. When this card appears in a reading, it is a sure sign that you must look carefully in what you are clinging to and whether others are clinging to you in an unhealthy way. Relax. In general, the Four of Pentacles can point to anxiety, fear about money, and or clinging to whatever it is that makes me feel secure. The key here is try to realize that being anxious and grasping does not bring security. If any card in the tarot relates to the old saying about if you love something, set it free, this is the one. This could have relation to something else that might happen this year, but right now, I mean, it could have some relation to the YouTube thing, but I'm honestly not sure what it could be about. So I hope you enjoyed this little long video of me talking about my tarot card preparations and process and ritual, and talking about the different meanings of each card that I got in each spread. And I would really appreciate it if I had some actual professional tarot card readers watch this video and give me some advice and or become friends with me and teach me their ways, like the Jedi, except with cards, because I needed some help with particularly with the tarot cards. It's a bit confusing sometimes, and I know there's deeper meanings behind different things in a spread, or the combinations of each card. I know there's deeper meanings, it's just really hard for me to grasp, so I need someone with actual professionalism and practice with tarot. Please help. So I hope you like and subscribe and comment on this video, because I don't have friends. I'm kidding. I do have friends. I don't have YouTube friends. I would love YouTube friends. So yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. Bye.